Here we are. Let's get that, get that. What's up, man? It's Louis, Say With Your Legs Media, and we are here with Matthew Van Der Poel, Tadej Pogacar. What can you say? What can you not say about this young man? Obviously, Wout Van Aert, and then also Mads Peterson. But first, before we get into, you want to know who's this guy? This is Maximilian Schachmann, and it's the Basque Country. I'm not going to try and butcher the first name of the Basque Country. And he was the winner of today's opening stage. And in second place was João Almeida, and then in third place was Florian Lipowitz. So, but it's the Basque Country. It's 5 stages, but one time trial. So actually six stage race, and basically Schachmann won today by 0.54 seconds, half of a second, if you can believe that. That's how close the time trial was. The time trial was only, I believe it's 16.5 kilometers long. It was fairly flat and undulating, but it was still a fairly good time trial. And it was a really good, fierce competition. My man, Isaac Del Toro, who I am, right now he's on duty, working for the other favorites on the team, but he's still going to always be my favorite rider, and he's an exciting rider, and he's just always taking care of it. He's in 15th place at the minute, 22 seconds down on the leader, and João Almeida is obviously going to be the leader for UAE, and what better person to have working for you than Isaac Del Toro? I think after Tade is done, it's going to be Isaac Del Toro. Isaac Del Toro is going to be up next. I told you first. But anyway, let's Maximilian Schachmann. He won the 16 point. Did they say 16 point? Yeah, 16.5 kilometer time trial by 0.5 seconds over João Almeida. And because he won the, opening stage, so there's no, King of the Mountains and sprint jersey. So basically, he gets all the jerseys. So he's in the leader's jersey, the sprint jersey, and then he's also wearing the polka dot jersey. So he gets all of those jerseys because it's a time trial. But if you need to go back and see the video because they started inside of a basketball arena, professional basketball arena. So it was a little bit different. And the guys had to be careful actually riding out of the stadium because the floor surface in the sort of hallways up the stadium was a little slippery, so they had to take the time going out. But it was interesting to see. And so let's get into who are our favorites. We're going to be looking at the not Tour of Flanders. Well, let's recap Tour of Flanders really quickly. So Tour of Flanders, we had Tadej Pogacar winning the men's, and then we had Lotto Kopecky win for the women. And what was pretty cool about that is we had two world champions winning the winning on the Flanders, which that was really cool to see. And I don't know if that's been done before, but I think we've had 5 world champion win in the men, starting with Eddie Merckx and then Tom Boonen, Peter Sagan, Matthew Van Der Poel, and I may have missed one guy. So can't believe I remember that. But yeah, so those are so it's quite common for whoever's not common, but it does happen that the world champions that would you get a world champion win in Flanders, and so there's all this talk around Flanders about why are guys working with Pogacar, or doing as much work as Pogacar? They know he's stronger. They know he's gonna hit him in the climbs and stuff. But it's weird. Why would someone even ask that? Because in any other race, and you see guys, in a breakaway and they're with the favorites, it goes the same way. Whether it's Pogacar or João Almeida or Primož Roglic, everyone, you got to contribute if you want the move to stick. Whether you're gonna win or not, you gotta deal with that when you get to the last 3 or 4 or 5 kilometers. And then for people to be saying that, You know, like if you're gonna get in a race with Pogi, why work? Come on now, it's racing. You gotta you. It's racing, and then for people to be saying stuff like that, it is really weird to me. It just seems really really weird to me that people would even like suggest that I'm gonna get in the race and I'm not going to work. You got to obviously try to be smart so that you can do the work that you require so that the break and the move, whatever is happening can stick, but also to give yourself a chance. And then who made it blatant was Visma and then Walt Bernard when he was like giving guys were coming back and it was their turn, and then Walt was giving them a push. Walt was giving them a push and and when he did it to Mads put the brakes on and you could see he was you know like not having it. He just wasn't feeling that action that Walt was taking, and yeah, Matt was like, "Yo, dude, you gotta come through and take your turn," and it was sort of funny to see, but Walt did do it to a couple other riders, and they sort of like obliged him, but Matt Patterson was not having it, so the other thing that people are saying like is Pogacar like the greatest cyclist of all time. So that conversation has started again. Is Pogacar the greatest cyclist of all time? He's on his way to being one of the greatest of all time. So as you see, for monument wins, Matthew Van Der Poel and Tadej Pogacar are right there. And if you think about it, Matthew Van Der Poel can be in the show. I guess he hasn't won any Tour de France, so that leaves him out of that equation. I guess that's where it leaves him out of the conversation because he hasn't won any Tour de France. But the man was just killing it in cyclocross, and like the man is a beast in the cyclocross, and he's brought that over to the road, and just he's just an all round excited cyclist. So and just this battle between Pogacar and Matthew Van Der Poel is so exciting to see. I'm pretty sure the fans excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, so I'm excited to see it, and yeah, it's just massively exciting. Um, so what's up? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. So just bear with me. I'm gonna just try to do my best to get through this. So if you are coming in, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel. But this was pretty cool to see both the world champions on the podium, and it's Tadej Pogacar and Lato Kopaki. If you don't know the names, so that was pretty awesome to see. So and my man Pogi. So that's the one I want. So Pogi wins Flanders Monument number 8. Now this is his 8th monument win. If he was to win Paris-Roubaix, that would be number 9. Matthew Van Der Poel wins Paris-Roubaix, it's going to be number 8. Then they're going to be back tied again. So as you see in the thumbnail, it's who's going to. I believe that then I don't know. I can't even say who's going to come away with the most monument wins because they're both on fire right now and they both have their specialties. And I don't know. I think because Poggy's a little younger and he started winning after like Van Der Poel did, I think Poggy's going to end up with the most monument wins. Looking into the future. And after Matthew like is getting old and he starts to slow down, I think it's a foregone conclusion that Poggy will have the most monument wins, and also Cy Cavendish. But if he keeps going at the rate that he's going, Poggy's also going to get the record for most stage wins in Le Tour de France. You know, it's just how it is. But that's that part. So Poggy wins Flanders, and he goes on to his 8th monument, and then now we got to get into who are our favorites for. Uh, who are our favorites? Is that so we're gonna start off with Mads Peterson. So our favorites for Paris-Roubaix, and Mads Peterson is definitely in with a shout, a big shout, and a valid shout to be competitive and get on the podium and even possibly win. because he doesn't have to deal with all the climbs that they had to deal with this Sunday past going. So that's the big thing. Like him and Walt, basically that's where they got burnt because they just unable to climb with Poggy. So they lost out. And it's going to be interesting because I think the playing field will be leveled for everybody, and I think it's going to be the smartest who wins on Sunday, not the strongest, because take out the climbing, and then it just neutralizes like Poggi, like as you can see with Milan to San Remo, because it was a flat race, and then it was just those two little hills towards the end of Cipressa. Well, it was more than just Cipressa, but they were. Yeah, it wasn't enough to soften the legs, but mainly the Cipressa and Poggio. Yeah, the Poggio. So mainly those two climbs was at it. So take away all of the bergs and the Mullenberg, the Petersburg, the Otto Quartermont, the Kreuzberg, and all of those climbs. Take all those away. Now we are even Steven. So I think Mads Pedersen will be in with a shout. Also, apart from Mads Pedersen, the other person that really surprised everyone on Sunday was Walt Van Aert, because he, like I said, he cramped at Dwars to Revendelen, and then to see him like he looked like he was gone, then he was back. He was gone, and he was back. He was gone, and he was back. And just to see him go through all of that, and to know that he's not going to have the climbs to deal with, to have to deal with that, him and his Visma boys. I think the Visma team is probably the best drilled team as far as like working together as a team in the pro field. Now, if UAE and Alpecin are also working just as efficiently as Visma is, it is going to be a doozy of a race. Then so you have like UAE is a powerhouse. They got the power to, just as long as they don't sit on the front all day and burn the guys out, then they're good. Then you got track. You got Mads Peterson and track. These guys are also a really strong team unit, and the Alpecin team. I'm not quite sure. I know Philipson will probably be there. The Thibodeau Grasso's been looking good. I don't know if they will take him because he's quite. But you got Floyd. You got no, not Floyd, but you got Bermish. So you got a really good nucleus of Alpecin guys, and like I said, the Visma team. Those guys, those guys are well drilled. We've seen them a couple of times this season already, just destroy the whole field. And then you have so that there you have the UAE track, Alpecin, and Visma. So those 14, and the thing is, as long as the like I think Visma's the only team that have that ability, because they work at it to really stay together, and all for one for all type of effort. But I just need, like, if UAE could get it together, and use their resources wisely and not waste them, because I feel like because I think they rely on the fact that they just need to get Poggi to 60K to go, then he can handle the rest of the race. But if they do more like Visma, like, just imagine if they would have did more like Visma on Sunday going, then those last few climbs, they could have just tore everybody apart, and they still could have had, 3 or 4 UAE guys in the top 5 and 10. But like last year, like they had just had so many guys in the top 10. They had second, third, and fourth last year, which was crazy. But just saying that's what it could be, and that's what I'm hoping for. That that the guys will be able to just organize a bit better. I just, like, UAE drive me crazy. I just wish they would organize a bit better, because that's the reason why Poggi didn't win Milan San Remo, because they didn't go into the Cipressa organized. They were unorganized. They were, they weren't in sorry, I don't know if you heard that me, but they weren't in order. And yeah, it just messed up everything. And I just hope that they have it together, and just Sunday is just going to be, it's going to be another nail biting day. I mean, for Flanders, I just sat there. It was like 7 hours. It didn't even seem like 7 hours or 5 hours or whatever it was. It didn't even seem that long. It seemed to go by pretty quickly, even though it was a long day. So it's going to be another long day for Roubaix as well. The only other thing is that I'm not there. Last year I was at all of the races. I was at Flanders. I was at Roubaix. I was at Flash Wallon. I was at Liège Briands, but Liège Bastogne Liège, or as as they say in Flemish, is a lock Nick lock. See, I'm just learning stuff. And I'm also learning Flemish as well. So maybe in a month or so, I'll probably start using a few Flemish words. But just it just feels weird being here the whole year and not even attending one race. I did get to a cyclocross race. I did get to the Diggum to to be at that race, but that's it. So I mean, yeah. So I think this is a bit of sacrifice. We're putting some things together. We're getting some money together so that we can uh, go full all out next year with Say With Your Legs Media and representing at the races like we should be doing. And then like so I said, Mads Peterson, and then we have Walt Bernard. He's an unknown factor. I mean, the guy is super strong and everything, but it's just weird because like he's not showing that, like, like we seen Pogacar, we seen Mads, and we seen Vanderpool, and they've given us solid performances. What we've seen from Walt Renard is like iffy performances. Like, he can and he can't. Like, off and on, it's not as solid and consistent as the other three. So he's going to be the X factor, as long as everything goes well for him. And he's also going to have the support of like riders like Matteo Jorgensen. So it should be good. So, and then like we know what Vanderpool's capable of and what he's going to do and what he's going to bring, and it's just going to be a solid performance from Vanderpool. So, and then I guess as we know, our man Pogi. So our man Pogi, and it's just going to be on and popping. So I think that's about it. And it's to be Say With Your Legs Media. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you are subscribed to the channel. If you are subscribed, I really appreciate you. But if you can, please hit the like button. That would be great, fantastic. At some point, I am going to try and bring some folks on and have some chit chats with them, and we go about things like that. So anyway. This has been Sleepy Say With Your Legs Media. I appreciate you tuning in. If you hit the like button, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you hit the like button, hit the like button. It's free. Okay, brother. I'm working on getting some t-shirts. I'm gonna put something up on Instagram, and it's the white and then the black t-shirt. So I just wanted to get a little feedback from folks, so like which shirts you like, the white ones or the black ones. And then also these hats they done for me, they came out like crap. I hate them. I'm gonna get some new hats. I don't like this at all, but I'm gonna get some hats and some woolies as well. Probably even get some cycle caps and water bottles and stuff to give away. And that's how we gotta do. So what's my occupation? I am a sports journalist. Slash. Pretty soon I shall be working as a in cybersecurity. And the whole reason for doing cybersecurity is because I need to be able to fund my media company. So I need a good job that's going to help me get the money that I need to fund Say With Your Legs Media. So we can come with the. Let me see if I can find the. So we can come with the vehicle for next year. Is it here anywhere? Yeah, it is. Got to show you the plans for next year. Is it here? It's here. It's got to be here, because I only did it the other day, so it's got to be here. Bear with me. Got it. Oh, there it is. There we go. So that's the plans for next year. And hopefully we will be traveling around Europe like this, going to every race like this. And I don't know if it's going to be a wagon or a saloon or no, an estate car. That's what this is. As it's going to be is it going to be an estate car, or are we going to go with a van, something that I can I don't have to get a hotel. I can sleep in the van or whatnot. So we will see. We will see. But so yeah, I'm going to be doing get into cybersecurity so I can make some decent money, so I can make sure that I am able to take care of all of the business for next year. Say with your legs media. Trust me, we are going to be we are going to be like in the we're just going to be there. We've got some amazing stuff coming up. I'm really enjoying this journey, and I appreciate everyone who's tuning in. But make sure you hit the like button. The people hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. So I'm gonna get off of this, and we got to get ready for tomorrow. And then I also need to get on my Flemish, because I need to get back to learning my Flemish. So next year when I'm in uh, Belgium for all of the classes next year, I want to be able to communicate with the riders in the different teams. So I'm getting good, but don't ask me any words right now because I'll just freeze. But yeah, so I stopped for like about 2 months, and now I'm back on it, and it just feels like it doesn't feel easy, but it's happening. So anyway, I appreciate you. Say it with your legs media. You see that they're on the screen. We're going to do this thing. I hope to be one of the big voices inside of the cycling media for 2026. And I'm just going to do my best to keep bringing you everything that is cycling. So I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to leave you with Matt Pogacar and the lovely Lato Kopacki. And we will see you on the next one. And I appreciate you for tuning in.